everybody. Thank you for listening today. I'm going to talk about coaching. And as my introduction just said, many of you probably had a coach in high school, maybe for athletics or singing or some other kind of coach that you might have had. But what can coaching do for me? And what's a life coach? And technically, what is this coaching stuff? Okay? And some people are confused about this. They just kind of have this uneasy feeling. They don't know what it means. Do you need a little clarity, or you have some questions about what it really is? Well, let me talk about this from a metaphor of riding a bicycle. And maybe that will help you understand what it's about. Okay. My friend Jane isn't an adult, and she wants to learn how to ride a bike. She never rode when she was growing up for some reason. So let's go back. Okay. And so she is going to ask some friends of hers, one who's a teacher, one who's a consultant, one who's a mentor, and one who's a therapist, what she should do, and ask a coach. And I'll tell you kind of how they all approach this. Now, a teacher is going to tell her about a bicycle, about the history of a bicycle, about the parts of a bicycle, the wheels and the spokes, and those parts of it. And she may tell you that it's an important form of transportation. A consultant will tell you about the best bicycle to buy. He or she might do research on a bicycle and find you the ranges of the bicycle, tell you the best kind of seat that you should put on this bicycle, and they will deliver a report to you at the end and tell you exactly what you should do. And then it will be up to you to do what you need to do. And by the way, they'll probably give you a nice bill with it too. A therapist will probably examine with you why it took you so long to learn a bicycle. Perhaps go into the psychology of what happened in your psyche, why you had so much fear about riding a bicycle. Perhaps even give you a diagnosis of some kind of phobia, whatever. A mentor will teach you about riding a bicycle. They may get on the bicycle and show you how it's done. And this is exactly how it's supposed to be done. Get on from this side, put yourself on the bicycle like this, pedal the wheels, and if you're not doing it right, they will certainly tell you. And a mentor, a therapist, a teacher, and a consultant are all from a superior position. You do it my way like this. Now, a coach, on the other hand, will run alongside you while you're on your bicycle, encourage you, and stay with you. And when you get to a fork in the road, they'll help you make the decision on which fork to take so that you stay on the right path. Now, the word coach comes from the word crochet, which means to get to a new destination. So you see all the happy people on the coach getting to their new place. So how does it work, and what's really in it for me in coaching? What will it do for me? I would invite you as a coach to do an honest self-assessment and ask yourself what needs to change. So look in the mirror. Turn that mirror around and look at yourself. How are you showing up in the world? What does it look like when you show up on your job to your fellow employees? What happens when you come in to work? What does that look like? And how do you need to look at yourself differently so that you can make some changes? Could it be that I'm the one who's standing in my own way? Sometimes we have obstacles that are in our paths, but sometimes the obstacle is me. So how do I get out of my own way? So maybe we need to let the sun shine in a little bit. Coaching encourages you to get a realistic image of your own self and to look at the roles and the qualities that you have and how you're showing up in the world, and then make the changes that you need to. So it's a call to action. And it's also a process of taking you from where you are to where you want to be. And it's a catalyzing relationship that you have with your coachee. Now, and you may remember from chemistry the word catalyst. A catalyst is something you add to something to increase the reaction or to make a reaction happen. And that's what a coach does. They will increase. When you work with a coach, you're going to have better performance because they're going to make you get real with yourself. They're going to ask you to be real with yourself. And often we don't take the time to do that. Okay, coaching is not about the coach making decisions for you. Not at all. You are the one that's in control. And it's certainly not a trip to Camp Kumbaya. Okay, and I have no fairy dust in my pockets or anything like that. So it's getting real with yourself. So it's not for blamers, whiners, or people who just want to play the victim. Coaching is a real relationship. It's about self-empowerment. It's about being coachable. Now that's an important question. If you know it all and you don't need any help, a coach is not for you because you're not coachable. So you have to ask yourself, if you're like the best athletes and the top entrepreneurs in the country, and some of the best executives in all the top Fortune 500 companies that have coaches, so they are coachable. So are you? Coaching is about active listening. And what I mean by active listening, that means really paying attention. A coach will listen to you, and I know you have friends who come and you talk over problems and issues that you might have, but a coach is going to listen closely to what you say. Kind of like what we do here at Toastmasters a little bit, to listen in between the words and in the silences and in the delivery on how you say things, to pick up on really what you're saying. And they'll ask you the powerful questions that you have, that you need to have, that will get you to where you need to be. It's kind of like to uncover the layers of the onion to find out what you need to do next. And then they'll give you the tools that you need to move forward and to make the changes that you need to make and help you with the next right steps. Coaching is looking down the road with a new perspective, through new eyes. There are so many benefits that happen with coaching, and I've just listed a few of them here, like clarity. Have you ever had an issue and you're just kind of fuzzy on it? You just can't get to where you need to be. You've got this uncomfortable feeling that you have about handling something. They can help you with clarity, objectivity, getting real with what you're doing, feedback, somebody who will tell you the truth, acceleration, accountability. There are just lots of things that are great about coaching. And so if you want a more vibrant and meaningful life, do you want your own big life? What's your hesitation? Now, Steve Jobs said, your time is limited, so don't waste it. Live into your own big life. And the sooner you step away from it, the sooner you might realize that maybe it wasn't so great after all. And sometimes life can throw you a curveball. It's not always a bed of roses, as we say. But hope is not a strategy. And sometimes suffering is optional. Whining, suffering, complaining, that's optional. So if you're thinking about the road not taken, leaving the what-ifs and the if-onlys on the table, or if you're waiting for the fog to lift, don't wait until the landscape is barren and cracked. And you know, Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. So let's think action. And nothing is impossible. This is from Audrey Hepburn. The very word itself says, I'm possible. So spread your wings and fly. Give flight to your dreams and your thoughts. Make them a reality. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Shine and illuminate your life through the coaching steps that we have, Shine methodology. You get the edge. Gain clarity, momentum, and superior performance in what you're doing. Get the edge. And finally, my own little commercial. If life is giving you lemons and you can't figure out how to make that good old batch of lemonade, well, maybe you need to keep calm and hire a life coach. Because you know what? I make a pretty good batch of lemonade. Lemon bars, limoncello, you name it. So anyway, thank you.